again, and this time I'm going to try and cook two Indian dishes that I haven't ever tried before, so it should be rather interesting. I have also made a few changes in my kitchen because I have decided I need to be a bit more tidy and a bit better. So first we'll give you a look at the changes, and then we'll show the ingredients, and then I'll start. So here we have, in the corner I've actually put a nice new little shelf for all of my pots and pans and bits, and it means that I can actually get some work done and keep things out of the way, which also means I can actually get a little bit more workspace on the other side of the cooker. Down here we have a new cooker. I got really tired of my old cooker, which was underneath this one, so I bought a portable two-ring induction cooker, which actually works incredibly well. And then up here, just to help me sort things out, I actually installed a couple of shelves that I can fill up with all my spices. And it looks really, really good. Okay, let's get to where the ingredients are. This is really quite hard to control, this gimbal. Let's go down here. So, the two dishes we're going to try and do are a chicken curry. So for this we have a chicken, 2 large onions, some peeled plum tomatoes, a mix of spices and some chillis. And for the same dish we're going to also cook some potato and cauliflower curry normally, but I'm going to put some broccoli in as well. So we have some potatoes, some cauli, some broccoli, a bit of water, the spices, and some tomato puree. The only thing that other than that I'm going to do is I will also do some rice, because I managed to buy a whole nice new bag of Kashmiri brand basmati rice, which I'm hoping will be much nicer than the rice I was using before. And that's it. Let's get prepped. So now we're going to start. First of all, I'm going to put the onions on. That's the only prep I've done, is to chop the onions and the garlic, and not the garlic, the chilies. So, but the onions take quite a while to cook in Indian cooking, so we're going to put the onions on into nice hot oil, and then we'll come back when they're nice and golden brown. In the meantime, I will be trying to prep the chicken and get the rest of the ingredients ready. See you later. So, the onions look like they're starting to brown quite nicely, and they'll be in another few minutes. They've been on a few minutes. So, here we go, nicely browned onions. So then we add in all the chicken. Then our spice mix, which is garam masala, turmeric, chilli powder, salt, garlic powder and ginger powder. We'll pop them all in there. And we also need to add the chilies. Chilies, and we turn this on back on again. Put it up to level 9. I need some tomatoes in also. Let me get this out. Not the actual sauce. So here these are just canned plum tomatoes. So put them in without the sauce, and then we'll start to move this about and cook it. Oops, slush. Probably a little bit more than I should add, but it's okay. It will be tasty, I'm sure. So now I've got to move this about, and we need to get this back onto high, a little bit higher on the induction plate, and we need to just cook this for about 2 or 3 minutes first, and then, but we need to keep moving it all the time so that we get everything coated, everything moving about, and we'll go from there. Okay, we'll come back in 2 minutes. Okay, we've been going actually about 5 minutes now. It's starting to look quite well. So now I'm going to reduce the heat, cover it up, and let it cook slowly for about 25 minutes. Right, so far, during the last 25 minutes, I have managed to prep the potatoes, the cauliflower and the broccoli. And I'm just starting on doing the rice over there now, but I need to come back here, and then we are going to have a look inside this lovely pot, and we'll get it up here. There we go. Let's close that in a little bit. Oh, that's it. Right, let's have a look and see what this looks like. Try not to steam up the camera. Here we go. Wow, there's a lot of water came out of the onion and the tomatoes. Give this a good mix around. Smells delish. Already looks really, really good. So now I'm just going to add about 300 mils of water on top of this. I have 600 approximately prepared for overall. Yeah, it's a little more, but that doesn't matter anyway. And then we need to bring this to the boil. And once it comes up to the boil, it should be fairly quick on this one. We'll then turn it right back down again and simmer for another 35 minutes. But this time we will have to give it a stir every 10 minutes or so. So it's coming. Looks really nice. Right, I'm just going to bring this to the boil. Once I do, I'll just turn it down and then put it back on the timer to, it's actually starting to boil now. So, let's get a move on and we will come back when I've got the next step in ready. Okay, it has been 35 minutes. I'm just about to open the pot and stir it for the last time. Then we'll add a little bit of water, the remaining water, and it needs another 45 minutes to cook. So, stirring every about 15 minutes. So what we'll do is, after the first stir, I will come back and we will put on the rest of the curry and the rice to actually start cooking. So let's have a look at this one. Again, oh, it's hot. Okay. Oh, that's looking really nice. You can see the spices are starting to cook really well. So we'll give this a good mix. Then we'll add in the water. It's looking really nice, smells really absolutely wonderful. Add in the rest of the water and bring it back to the boil. Good stir while we're doing it. That's the thing I like, but I'm really getting to like this induction cooking. It seems to heat incredibly quickly. Probably almost as quick as gas. Okay, let's get this up to the boil. As you can see, after even adding 300 mils of water, it's coming up to the boil very, very rapidly. Let's get a good rolling boil going, and then we will cover it again, turn it down to simmer for 45 minutes. But after 15 minutes, we'll start cooking on the other side, and we'll start doing the potato and cauliflower curry with broccoli, and we'll also switch on the rice. Okay. We'll catch you soon. Okay, we're back. First 15 minutes are gone. Let's have a quick look. Ooh, put that up there. Ooh, popping away. It looks really, really nice. And let's get a mix. Oh my god, I'm getting hungry. Looking really good. The chicken is taking in all the curry sauces and juices. It's looking really nice. Okay, we'll start the next 15-minute session by covering it up. We'll cover up, switch back on the timer, because I am actually timing this. And then we'll switch on and move you to the other side so we can actually start on the potato and cauliflower curry. So let's move across here. We've got a new pot all set up. Let's see if we can get you all nicely in there. Okay, there we go. So what we're going to do with this one is we should switch on the power and put it onto a fairly high level, get it to heat up. I've already put about 60 mils of oil into the pan. So that should actually start to heat now. And I need to get my spices ready. So I made a bit of a mistake here when I put all the spices on one plate, because this one and this one need to go in first. And this one, the actual mustard seeds, have a tendency to roll around a lot and run away. But it's okay, we'll manage it. We'll get them in there and we will actually start a few seconds before the other ones go in, and then we'll actually mix everything in and away we go. So let's let that heat up. Pop them in. Let's get this to move around. That's okay. Right, let's pop them in there. I'm going to use my fingers, it doesn't matter. Only me eating it, so it doesn't matter. Straight away you can hear the actual mustard seeds popping, and that's really, really nice. So we get them in there, moving around. That's all good. A few seconds of that, and then we'll chuck in the rest of the spices and everything else. Okay, let's move that around. Just stop it from burning. Put in the cauliflower, the potatoes, and the tomato puree. Okay, need to move this around a bit. Whoa, I think I have the heat too high. Let's turn it down a bit. Right, we'll give this about 1 to 2 minutes of cooking. Yeah, it's a little bit too hot. Okay, that's all right though. We need to move. Oh wow. Okay, let's get this all coated. We'll move it around for about 1 or 2 minutes. And when that's done, then we'll add a little bit of water and we'll cover it up. And it will take about 25 minutes, I think. I need to check the recipe again. I haven't actually done that yet. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in a little bit before adding in the water. I'm going to add in some of the leftover tomato juices that were in my peeled tomatoes from the other dish. And just give that a mix around. So in actual fact I'm burning the spices a little bit, so I don't want to do that. Okay, this has not worked as well as I was expecting, but okay, we live and learn. Let's see how it tastes like in the end. So we're going, and we've got about 1 more minute to go before we add the water. Bring it to the boil and then just let it down to simmer. Actually, that's looking not too bad now. Okay, go on. Maybe I should have put some more broccoli in because it's very white looking. I need some more green. Eat your greens, as they say, but okay, let's go. One thing you won't be able to see is in the corner we've got the rice on. I'm just going to switch on the rice cooker. I've already washed the rice and everything else, so the rice cooker is on. That usually takes about 10 minutes or so. Okay, let's start and put the water into this one. And turn it, once we bring it to the boil, we'll turn down the heat, cover it, and then let it simmer and cook for a while. So there we go. This is supposed to be a bit of a dry curry. Maybe I put in a little bit too much liquid with the tomato juices, but okay. I'm sure it will taste absolutely lovely, but you'll have to believe me on that, because nobody else gets to taste it but me. Okay, let's get this up to heat. already starting to come up. Let's do a bit of an injection. There we go, starting to boil. This is a relatively easy curry to do normally. So let's stop that going. Not boiling enough yet, but it will be. There it is, coming up really, really nice. So now I'm just going to turn it down and let it simmer away for a little while, and we'll come back in a little while. Okay, we should be ready. Everything should be done. Let's switch everything off. Switch that one off. Switch that one off, and let's have a look and see what the result is before we dish up. Here we go. Oh, that's a really nice looking curry. Dry potato and cauliflower curry. Maybe a little overcooked, but we will see. And then here we will see the main curry. Oh, that looks nice. That looks really, really nice. And then over here, we've got the rice all cooked as well. So I'm going to dish up, and then we'll come back once it's all ready. And so here we are. This is the potato curry with a little bit of nice coriander on top. This is the main chicken curry and the rice. And I'm hoping it's tasting lovely. One comment is, cooking Indian takes a long time. The good thing is that over in the sink, there's almost nothing left to be washed because you've got plenty of time in to do it. But it does take a long time. Okay, let's go, let's have dinner, and then I gotta watch some TV. Yippee! Okay, well, that chicken curry was so delicious that I decided the following night to cook something else. And that's maybe the video that's coming next. So it'll be a beef curry with Indian style fried rice. Yum!